the little one we have is about to go back home, so we have to prepare. So what are you gonna miss about that? Are you ready to let him go?
I don't know if I'm ready per se, but like I'm happy for him, But I'm also not gonna have like anyone to play with. I'm gonna be the only child again. Reunification.
Well, so reunification is, as foster parents, that's the whole goal. We always want to make sure that when kids come to our home, because they have parents who love them and we want them to go back and live with their parents and they love their parents. But reunification for us as foster parents can be really hard, Like you get to know the kids, you get to play with them,
and then you have to see them go and leave.
Yes, which is really sad, We've had several and we've seen them go, and it's always hard. And this one, it's even harder because he's a kid that we had here in North Carolina, But at the same time, we are really happy for the parents, that they can have him back, and the sisters. So it's gonna be,
it's gonna be hard.
Yes, not having someone to play with. Yeah. But also not having someone to nag you sometimes. Yeah, so think about, you got a 7-year-old trying to be 14. That's a big jump, I can't do what he can do. But I think also he looked up to you, like he always wanted to be like you. That's why sometimes he gets to fight with you, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Would you, Simba is playing right here. So would you be, would you miss that, that someone wanted you to teach him every day,
I don't know, because it was also like kind of like a pretty big burden.
Right.
I had to like be careful with every single thing I do.
Look who's here.
Hey Simba, can you say hello? Yeah, Simba's gonna miss him too.
Really? Yes.
Yeah, Simba's gonna miss him.
Simba's gonna miss him a lot, He gets to play, he gets to love him. It's fun. Every morning he goes to wake him up. When we're about to go to school, he comes to his room and he's like, get up, get up, get up. And usually that's how a little 7-year-old wakes up. When he hears Simba trying to, Simba, no. Yeah. We love him. We love you, Simba, right? No, Simba, no. What do you want? Well, when I joined to be a foster dad, I was really excited. And I knew that I had to learn how to help kids, but knowing that they will go back to their parents. But one thing I didn't learn was how to say goodbye. So this weekend, my little one, our 7-year-old, is being unified with parents. And so we're going through phases where he has to visit his parents. So this weekend, he's at home. And it's really been hard to realize just how he has impacted our lives and how he's changed our lives. But also, when our kids come to our lives, how we get attached to them, how we get to love on them. But also, how we wish that love could go as far as we can. But knowing that their parents love them even the more. And we know the challenge that they went through and why their kids are in the foster care system in the first place. And we learn to love them and not judge them and make sure that we help them as they work hard to get back their kids. And we love that when their parents are doing everything they can possible to have them back. But for me as a parent, it doesn't stop me from being so emotionally attached to the child, which is healthy, absolutely healthy. But we get to love them day and night. We get to care for them every morning and every night they go to bed. We read with them. We make meals for them. We hurt when they are hurting, but still had to say goodbye. So for our little one, in a few weeks, he'll be joining his family, which we're excited about. And this weekend, I got to reflect just how much I love him, how much he's really changed my son Anthony's life, on how he's taught me how to love every day unconditionally, but also how he taught me how to care for those in need. He's taught me how to be there for kids who need us the most. And I love him so much. I do. And it's hard, for sure, to see that love, to see our period with him coming to the end. And as I sit here and reflect, I don't know, I want to think about what he's taught me: patience. How he's taught me to be a little kid. How he's taught me how to truly care for those in need. And we love him. And he's gonna leave a big hole in our family. He's a good kid who's willing to learn, but above all, who's willing to love us as well. We know what they go through from one family to the other, and we feel sad what they had to go through. But we also appreciate how much he got to love on us. For me, as a foster dad, my dream was always to have a kid. And to have a kid walk in your home and call you dad. That really means so much to me. But a year ago, 9 months ago, he didn't know who I was. But somehow he could come to our home and walk in, and a few days later, saying, "Dad, can you get me this? Dad, will you pick me up from school? Dad, would you read me a book before I go to bed? Dad, my favorite of all, Dad, can you come and tuck me in?" As you can imagine, as a dad, to feel that a kid who didn't know me could trust me, could find the love in our home, could feel safe, could feel loved, and above all, that could see me as his dad. That's gonna hurt to say goodbye. We'll always cherish the moments we had with him. We will. And the 4 or 5 weeks left with him, it will be amazing. That we'll do everything possible to just love on him. But at the same time, knowing it's coming to the end. As a foster dad, I wasn't trained to say goodbye. I was trained how to deal with trauma. I was trained how to be a dad in the midst of chaos. I was trained to love unconditionally. I was trained to make sure that I provide a home safe. But I wasn't told, when that time comes, how do I say goodbye? How do I say? I will always be grateful for what he did for us, what has changed my life to be a better dad, to never judge their parents, why they weren't there for him when they should have, but rather focus on what I could do while they are not able to be there. That's the hard part. That's the hard part. sometimes we want to question, why would a parent not be there for their little one when they need it the most? Sometimes because we get to love them so much, why were they not there when he needed them? And this is me being raw with you. And for us who get to see him every day, that you love him. But at the same time, yes, we question. I'm human, I question. Why would a mom leave the kid? Why would they choose to do what they do? And not be there to protect and to love their little ones. This is a question I ask myself. But in order for me to help him and to help many more, I have to ask, why did the parents not be there to love them and protect them? And I'm trying to learn rather how to protect them and love them when their parents are not there. Our kids, they didn't choose to be born in those families. They didn't choose, to be born in families where they would be neglected, rejected, or sometimes even abused. They didn't choose to. And so my job, my part, is to love them unconditionally. And it's hard. It can be hard. So as time goes on, me and Anthony and you, Simba, right? We're gonna love him and love him more. And care as much as we can. And thank the parents for giving us opportunity, for me especially, to be his dad when I could. Simba, it's gonna be hard to say it to the little one, right? Yeah. As a dad, I think I'm going in emotions. It's some days it's easy, some days it's really hard. That you cared for the kid every day, every night. You went to bed thinking about what he's gonna eat. He went to school, and all day you thought about, what his life is gonna be. To see them go, is really hard. But it's also really a blessing to see their families have their kids back. We know the condition they live in. We know the difficulties it took for mom and dad to not have their kids for more than 2 years. So to see them have their kids back and work so hard to get them back is really a joy. So on one side, yes, we're really excited for him, but
at the same time, we're also sad because we have to see him go, and it's going to be hard for us.
Yes, it's going to be hard, yes. Especially for me, it's going to be really tough. But that's what we do. That's why that's why I'm a foster parent. So I can always help moms and dads who are not able to help their kids while they are taking care of themselves, But that means we are making an impact and we're changing lives. Yeah. And the cool thing is that you has taught me how to take care of kids.
Mm-hmm. I have.
You easy to take care of?
No.
Definitely no. But you're a good kid. You know.
I am.
You know I love you.
Mm-hmm.
How do you know?
I do.
Because he does. Ooh.
That's your job description.
My job description is to love you, right?
Literally.
Okay.
That's the job description.
Okay. All right. That's all about. But here's the thing. So he is. He's with his parents this weekend. So usually how unification happens is they don't go home overnight. They have one day at home, then they have one night, and then they have 2 nights. And then that's every week they get to go home for 3 months for just a weekend, just so the parents can get used to having their kids back.
Yeah, and so the kids can get used to being back with their parents and maybe even getting used to new surroundings and new people.
Yes, and that's how we help. So this weekend, we miss him because he's with his parents, but also we're glad that they got opportunity to have him. It's a joy, it's a hard journey, but really, really worth it for sure, absolutely. And also for us who are post-parents, sometimes it's not like fostering one child, but you're also fostering their family. We get to know their grandparents, we get to know their parents, we get to meet them often. They call often, so we get to know who they are. And so in some way, it's like a two double-edged sword, right? You get to know them, but also you have to let go and take care of their kids, but also say goodbye. So we're excited, and it's gonna be two of us, right?
And
Who's gonna win?
me, I always win.
You always win?
Yeah. But the good thing about this is that sometimes we get to know the parents, well, he gets to know the parents, and then whenever the child goes back, sometimes we're allowed to visit them again, and then they can come over and we can hang out, have fun, and that's really good.
Yes, it's an extended family, so that's really cool. So this unification is cool. We have about 45 days to go, so we're counting. Yes, 44 days.
Yeah.
Hard, but we are trying to use every advantage we have right now to enjoy it and have fun. So
We're gonna make the best of it,
absolutely,
for sure.
So can you go make a cup of coffee, please?
Only if I can have a cup of coffee. Okay, thank you for giving me a cup of coffee. I'll get right on that.
Okay.
Bye.
Thank you.
I'm not making you a cup of coffee. Simba comes first.
Thanks, Simba.